What's going on, everybody? So we're going to do an oil change here on the Kawasaki Ultra 310LX. We're going to use the Kawasaki full synthetic jet ski oil, and we're going to switch out our engine oil filter with another Kawasaki filter. So let's get into showing you how to do this. First off, we are going to need a vacuum pump to suck the oil up and out of the engine, and we're going to need a funnel to pour some oil in, and also a filter wrench. So let's go ahead, get the engine cover off. So there's 6 10mm acorn nuts to hold the cover on. We'll grab a wrench for those. So I'm going to take our nuts and our washers and set those off in a safe location where I'm not going to kick them or lose them. So I got a filter wrench to get our filter off, which is off in the front right here. Down underneath is where your oil filter is. So right here we have a fluid evacuator. It's a pump that's going to create vacuum and suck up any fluid or oil. What we're going to do is we're going to take out the dipstick. So we're going to take this evacuator, we're going to go down the dipstick tube, get down as far as we possibly can, and we'll start pumping. There we go. This will take a little bit of time to do. There. Now that we have our oil drained, I'm going to leave my dipstick out just so it's not in my way. And to get at your oil filter, you're going to want to go down in here, and it's down underneath your intake here. So I'm going to take my filter wrench and see if I can't get it down underneath, get it onto the oil filter. There is some wires and stuff that are in the way, so you're going to have to navigate around those. So go down underneath the wires, get on your oil filter. Once you get your oil filter loose, take your filter wrench, get that up out of the way. We can unscrew our oil filter by hand. And then we'll want to bring it up and out, facing up, so any oil doesn't drip out. You're going to want to make sure the gasket with the oil filter, it came out. We're going to take our new oil filter. I'm going to take a little bit of new oil. I'm just going to dip my finger in it. And I'm going to take it, just put it on the seal of the filter. Take our new filter and we'll put that on. Get it slide back down underneath everything here, and come up and around and find out where where the threads are, and patiently start to screw it back on. Should be tight enough. Now what we're going to want to do here, so we're going to want to take a little level. I usually set it right on the top of the motor here, and we want our engine to be level for when we add the oil back in. So right there, front to back, we're fairly level. So we're going to start adding some oil, and we want to take our time while we put the oil in, because if it starts to overfill and not drain down fast enough, it will spill out. I have had that happen. So take your time while you start filling it up. So right now I got 4 liters put into the unit. Check our engine oil level here to see what we're at before we start. We're still at the very bottom of the dipstick. So I'm going to add another half a liter. Still at the bottom of the dipstick. So we can probably finalize putting this 5th liter in. I believe it takes right around 6 liters. Might not have enough oil. Okay, so now we're slightly above the full mark, so once we start it, it'll take a little bit of oil to fill the filter. I believe we're probably okay there. Go ahead and put our oil filter cap on. So this is the first time I'm starting it this year. I did fog the engine there last year, or in the fall. So I have to, it'll probably start and stall on me there a couple times. I'll let the fuel pump cycle here a couple times. We let it run for around 20 seconds just to allow the oil to circulate. Go ahead and check our oil again. Right around the half mark. When the engine oil warms up a little bit, that'll increase a little bit. So that should be okay. Then we can go ahead, now we can put our cover back on and call her a day. Oil change complete. Make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.